If self-confidence, self-esteem, and fear are some of the hindrances towards achieving your goals or going after your dream, you might want to stick around and listen in. Please remember to subscribe if you have not. When you feel afraid, you don't run away from that fear. Yeah? You don't run away from it. What do? You, in your mind, you understand that when I'm afraid, this fear is telling me something. Then you ask yourself, what is it communicating to me? For example, it could mean you need to learn something. If maybe you're afraid of a presentation, then it means you either need to work on your communication skills, or it means, have you prepared well enough for the presentation? It could mean, do you have the right data for the presentation? Fear could also be telling you, go a little bit slowly. You're rushing into it, go a little bit slowly. It could also mean change your strategy. So do not just think of fear as an indication of you have to stop. Yes, it might mean you are afraid because you don't know. You're afraid because you're not experienced. But that fear is also saying you are not experienced, but you can get this experience by engaging someone. Maybe you need a coach, you need a mentor, you need to speak to a colleague, you need to speak to a friend who is in that field. You understand? Let's talk about self-esteem. So how would you describe self-esteem? I would put it as how you feel about yourself, which begs the next question. What is your self-image? Your self-image of yourself, yeah? In your head, what is that image that you have in there? Because believe it or not, when you stand in the mirror, you see you, the body, the physical, but the real you is in your head. So if you're in your head and you're always thinking, I could never achieve that. Other people are more beautiful, that's why they get that. That self-image is really just another hindrance to you. So what should you do? You must dig in and just get to understand yourself. That's why you hear people say, spend some quiet time alone. Do things by yourself. Meditate. Interrogate yourself, journal, and say, for example, here I got mad because of this. These thoughts came about. I was thinking about how I can't perform a certain task. You journal it, yeah. You journal your emotions, your thoughts. You're conscious about yourself. Why did you make this decision and not the other one? Is it about your work? Why did you choose that job and not another one? Why did you choose your partner and not another one? Why do you want to go into business? Why do you want, why do you speak to certain people and not to others? Who are your friends? What irritates you? Why can't you consistently work out? When you receive bad news, how do you internalize it? So study yourself, and it is from this understanding of yourself, deliberate understanding, because if you don't do it deliberately, utasonga tu na life. So you need to be deliberate at knowing yourself. Then from this knowledge and understanding of you, then you can start to construct a different image. You realize, kumbe these stories I tell myself, they are not even true. I've been thinking I can't do this, and probably I just need to reach out to someone and learn about it. Yeah. So if you are envious of other people's successes and where they are at life, you could be, there's a goal you have and you're seeing others have made it, and then you just feel bad, you feel envious. That is a scarcity mentality. And remember, what you perceive is what you get. I think that's the law of life. What you perceive is what you get, because that is what you put out in the world. It's the same thing as saying, if you want, for example, to buy a Volkswagen Golf, for example, if that is the vehicle you want to buy, suddenly when you go, you're on the road or you're outdoors, you just end up seeing so many of those, because internally it's aligned. Perception, everything, your system is aligned. So remember, the world is usually internal outwards. That's why you start seeing more of that vehicle model that you want, that color that you want. So do not be intimidated by the success of others. Do not. Let it be a sign that if that person can succeed, it is a sure sign that even you can succeed. If that other person has achieved their goal, it means it is also coming to you. Then you must realize now your function is not to be envious and jealous and not do anything. You just now have to ask, how did they manage to achieve? What can I learn from them? How would we describe confidence? Confidence is actioning, doing stuff. That is confidence. Yeah, confidence is taking the risk that you can fly or you can fail. That is confidence. Competence is your skills, your knowledge, your experience, your abilities, your talent. That is competence. Now I want to take you through why I'm bringing the two together and how they relate. So let's have here competence, and here we have confidence. It's a loop because your competence influences your confidence. Your level of confidence. Your level of confidence is influenced by competence, and it also improves on your competence. So you have to be confident to be competent, and you when you're competent, you get confident. So remember, competence, you may not have it, but you can acquire it, right? And always, as long as you're growing, as long as you're doing something new, as long as you're doing something you've never done, as long as you're playing bigger than you have ever played, there will always be an element of fear. So fear should not stop you, but when now you get into having your competencies right, then you'll be more confident in what you do. Then you see how now you achieve your goals. Yeah, let's not forget that you can make the mistake of being overconfident, yeah, where you just say, oh, me, I know everything, I know. So when that happens, you end up failing because you're overestimating your abilities. So it's good for us to be realistic, and that's why I said it's good to evaluate yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses. Remember self-image, yeah, so that you have a good understanding of yourself, where you are, what you can do, what you need to learn to avoid embarrassments. Let's remember the cat seeing a lion in the mirror. Well, that quote or that image, it drives something positive, but it could also drive something negative, because if you're the cat and you're seeing yourself as a lion, then you go do lion things without lion strength or lion muscles, then even a gazelle will kill you. So, but you have to realize, I am a cat, but I want to be a lion. I am not a lion, but I want to be a lion. What do I need to do to move from cat to lion? Do not be overconfident. You will fail. So truth be told, life is a constant battle against your comfort zones, and it is never ending, because today you learn something is difficult, you learn, you get comfortable, you get familiar, you're good at it. So that then becomes your new comfort zone, and you have to have another goal. So always remember, just because you got to where you wanted to go a year ago does not mean now that is your full stop. You must challenge yourself. Where else can I go? How far can I go? What new thing can I do? That is the essence of life. And if I may conclude, I may say, and I heard this somewhere, that life is growth-centric. So growth is what life is all about. So don't be afraid. You will feel the fear, but don't let the fear stop you. Yeah, so just go after your dreams. If you're afraid, learn from the fear. That is the thing. Then remember competence, and confidence. And have the right image, the right self-image of yourself. Don't be overconfident. Have the right self-image. Do your self-evaluation and know, where do I need to learn? Where do I need to grow? What do I need to stop doing? So that will be it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope I've shared something that will add value to your life. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys.